And the reason why I say it's going to be a little bit different is because it's going to be a discussion. It is. It's important. So I have a question. How many of us on here are married, in a relationship, have friendship, want to be in a relationship, want to be married? Show of hands. How many? That that require a response, you all. How many? Show of hands.
I have friends.
Okay, Tasha says she got friends. Okay, so and we know with our relationships, our friendships, our marriages, everything, in order for us to have a good relationship with our mate, with our spouse, with our friends, we have to communicate with them. That's the key to everything is making sure that we communicate with them. So with that being said, that's letting them know, hey, I don't like the way you talk to me, or hey, I don't like the way you treat me, or I don't like the way you're acting towards me. That's that's the form of communication. Let them know that hey, you did something that I don't like. They may not like what you're saying to them, but at least you let them know, hey, I don't like the way I don't appreciate how you just talk to me. I don't appreciate how you just did me. Now, so what we need to do is we need to learn that all relationships, all friendships, everything is not going to be the same. Because if God had intended for all relationships and all friendships to be the same, He would have designed it for it to be the same. So basically, you cannot build your relationship off of how somebody else build their relationship. You can't build your marriage off of how Sally and John build their marriage off. You can't build your friendship how Tom and Dick build their friendship. Because at the end of the day, everybody's relationship and friendships are different. So, with that being said, how many of you can communicate with your friend and say, hey, I don't like what you did to me. I don't like how you talk to me. I don't like how you treat me. That's even with your spouse. That's even with your mate or whoever you're in a relationship with or who you're dating or who you want to be in a relationship with. How many of you all can let them know straight up, hey, I don't like how you're doing it? Show of hands or either speak.
They still.
They can
Well, they
hear
still
you talk.
hard.
You could like if you want to say me or
You just say Janice raise her hand.
Yeah, okay. Janice raised her hand. And I raised my hand. Yeah. If I have a problem with someone, I definitely feel like I can go to them and talk to them about it. Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we know that we are all different, no matter how the situation is. So just because Sally thinks that just because Sally is running her household, that don't mean you can do what Sally does. Because for one, Sally's out of line. Because John is the head of the household. And Sally trying to tell John what to do, or Sally trying to be the boss when it's not like that. Have you ever seen these couples that's been married for 60, 70 plus years? And
Yes.
the reason why they're married that long is because they communicate with each other. That's for one. For two, they don't have everybody in their business. For three, they treat each other the same way they did when they started dating. So, with that being said, how many of you all, and this is relationship wise, friendship wise, friendship wise, just did just because post, because all of us got Facebook, all of us got social media. Just because post, hey, just because, or just because, just because home delivery. How many? How many have you? How many of you have ever done that? Done a just because post for your mate, or a just because something delivered to the house.
Yeah, I'll say me personally, I can't speak for anybody else, but me personally, like I don't put a lot of stuff on Facebook, just because I learned that sometimes when you put too much stuff, it's like you give people too much access to your business sometimes, depending on what it is. So I personally don't put too much on there, not because I don't love people or care about people, but I just, that's just me personally though. But I know some people do. Like I got family members that put a lot of stuff, they put just about everything on there. They put everything from their kids, their dog, they everything. So I mean, I know people that do that, but it's my personal choice not to put a lot on there. But that's me.
I don't put my personal business up on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But Tenisha,
Mm-hmm.
can she hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we go back a step where you was talking about communication,
Mm-hmm.
and you asked the
Yes, ma'am.
question, how many people would voice their opinion? I think in a relationship that you should be able to talk to your mate and voice your opinion on stuff. It don't mean you're trying to take control of the man. The man is the head of the household, but I do feel that I should be able to talk to him, because if I can't talk to him, who can I talk to? Because the relationship is between me and him and God. So yeah, he may be doing something that I don't like, and I should be able to voice that to him, but don't mean take over. It's just saying, hey, honey, your ideal is okay, but I think we should do it this way. But whatever decision you make is fine with me. But I think we should be able to have that communication, because if there's no honesty, if I got to sit back and shut my mouth and never say nothing, then that would make me bitter, and it wouldn't be no honesty in our relationship. Communication brings about honesty, and each person has to be able to hear the other person. But the man is the head of the household, and whatever decision he makes shall be the decision for the household.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. And so when you look at these marriages where it looks like the husband is so miserable, or the husband looks like he can't say anything, that's because the wife is trying to be the boss, and she's telling the husband what's going to be going on, what's going to happen, stuff like that. But it's just like you said, communication is the key, because without communication, there's nothing that will get done. You both going to be walking around
Yeah.
mad at each other because you communicate with each other the way that you want to communicate without one or the other getting mad.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I go.
You should be able to communicate and say, hey, this is how I feel. Not
Yeah.
to be criticized as being soft or whiny, but I'm letting you know how I feel.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I'm saying, it don't even have to be just because post. It could be just because delivery or anything like that. I used to do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Delivery is very important.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I used to do a just because delivery.
Mm-hmm.
I would hit up the young lady that does the chocolate covered fruits and be like, hey, I need such and such such. I need it to the house at this time. I used to do that. You never know what type of day your mate may be going, may have had at work. You never know. And when they walk in and they got it just for cause gift. Same thing with your friends. You may not have talked to your friend in 12 months, and they happen to come across your mind, and you remember, oh yeah, she like chocolate covered strawberries. I just get her. So it's good to do things for each other. That's with anybody. That's with any relationship. That's even with friendship. That's down to friendship. But we have to realize that if we can't treat our friends or our mate the way that we want to be treated, then there's a problem. So, and another thing, and this is, and I'm not bashing nobody, and I'm not, beating on nobody, but my thing is this: you're walking around and you wonder why people are looking at your mate strange or looking at your friend strange. Stop talking about your friend or your mate with other people. If you got a problem with them, go to them. Your friend walk around here and your other friends looking at them side eye because you don't say something about them. My grandmama always told me it's three sides to the story: your side, their side, and the truth. But you can't expect for people to treat your friend or your mate a certain way if you out here telling them they that or they're not doing this or they're not doing that. Because just like you want to be treated with respect, your friend wants to be treated with respect, your mate wants to be treated with respect. So what what we need to do as a whole, as people, is learn how to treat those that we say we love. Because love is an action word. It's an action word. Love is an action word. Because if you say you love me, show me that you love me. Don't be out here talking to Sally, Sue, Jane about I'm this and I'm not doing that, or you don't like this and you don't like that about me. Come to me. Come to me. Any questions so far?
No, no,
Any comments? So a lot of the times we see marriages or we see relationships or we see friendships break up because of how one mate or one friend is treating the other friend. If you can't treat me the same way you were treating me when we first started talking, then it's a problem. And if you feel that I've changed, then you need to check yourself to see if you change. Because a lot of people are not going to change up on you unless you change up on them. That's why I say stop telling folks your business. Keep folks out your business. The only somebody you really need to be talking to is your friend, your mate, and God. Or if your pastor is counseling y'all, your pastor. But keep everybody else out your business because half the time, the people that you are telling your business to, they're either jealous of your friendship, jealous of your relationship, don't want to see you happy, don't want to see you with nobody or don't want to see y'all prosper together. If we can learn to talk to each other, this world will be a whole lot better. Relationships will be a whole lot better. Friendships will be a whole lot better. A whole lot better. And a lot of time, a lot of the friendships don't have trust, or the relationships don't have trust, is because you're not communicating, or you don't trust your mate, or you don't trust your friend. But the thing is, how can you expect for them to trust you when you don't trust them and you're not communicating with them? Questions.
No, very good. Mm-mm.
So, with that being said, we got to learn how to just love on each other. You may just need that one day where you and your friends, you call your friend up and say, "Hey, let's go to lunch." Or, "Hey, girl, let's go to the mall," or "Let's go to the movies." Spend some quality time together without anybody else, without any other friend, just you and that friend. Y'all go sit down and talk. You and your mate go do a dinner date like how you used to. Do a lunch date without having anybody with. Just just go be with each other. Spend quality time with each other. You never know. That might be all that you need is some quality time alone. Or better yet, tell your friend, "Hey, let's do a girls' weekend." Tell your mate, "Hey, let's go somewhere. We need to get away for a minute. We need to get away for the weekend. We need to have peace of mind where there's no one around us, no one to distract us, and we can just go sit off and we can go talk. We can enjoy each other, enjoy the scenery. Go someplace that you both like to go. Go to the beach. Ain't nothing like the calmness of the waves of the water. But most of all, eh, just make sure that you love on each other. Love on you. Love on them. Love them the way that you want to be loved, and you'll get that same love back in. Next question. How many of you, when you're with your friends or whoever, you never know, phone call might be an emergency. Do you answer the phone and say, "Hey, I'm with my friend," or, "Hey, I'm with my significant other, let me call you back later"? Spending some quality time together. How many of you will pick up your phone?
I don't.
It depends. Like it depends. Like Sister Janice said, no, she don't. She don't pick up her phone. When if I'm with my friend or something, and we just, I don't know, we just hanging out or doing something. I don't know. It just depends. I might, if I see the call, I'll probably pick it up, and I might just see what they got to say a little bit, and then I tell them I'll call them back. I'll probably do something like that. It just depends what I'm doing, if I would answer my phone or not. But if I'm not, but if I was sitting there, I'll probably answer a little bit, talk a little bit, and then tell them I'll call them back.
Okay. Well, what I do is I answer calls that I know that's coming in. I answer them. Um, I don't answer spam risk calls
No,
because if I pick up and I hear that click, Okay, I already know you a spam. You I ain't got time for it.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's hey, I'll call you back. We are I'm we out and about. We together. I'll call you back. If it's an emergency, text me, and if I need to come, I'll come. A lot of times, and if you say it depends, just like you say, going it depends on the call. And McClendon said no, she won't answer the phone at all. Um,
Yeah, if it's the right
I
one, the
don't
phone
know.
might not get answered.
Right, but see, my thing is this, and if I see the same telephone number calling me back to back, then I know that means it's an emergency.
You pulling up some crab? You need
Crab.
some crab. I just
I'm not eating.
So
better try them though.
we we and that's I like McClendon answer, but I can't stop laughing. She said she don't pick it up, but that's a good answer from McClendon because sometimes it's not good to answer the phone. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes it's best to answer the phone because you never know what's going on.
Yeah. Yep. She said when you're with your significant other. Yep. That's what she said.
Right. So, and if the person on the other line can't understand, hey, I can't talk, I'm with my significant other, then you already know. Well, you know what? I ain't got time to argue. Click, hang up. But like I was saying before, the key to everything is communication, keeping people out of your business, keeping people out of your friendship, keeping people out of your relationship. Because like I said earlier, if God had intended for all relationships or all friendships to be the same, he would have molded us to be the same. But he hasn't. And I'm coming to the close. So sit back and think on it. Have my friends started treating me different? Have my mates started treating me different? What did I do to cause them to act this way towards me? Who did I let persuade me to change on my mate or my friend? And at the end of the day, the best thing to do, keep people out your business. Nobody should be in your business but you, God, and that person. I'm done.